Welcome to this webinar today about Allegro. I think we maybe will just wait some seconds for the other participants, but I see there are a lot, so it's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for joining us today for the webinar about Allegro. I think at the beginning I will introduce ourselves briefly by video. So I'm Adrian, International Communications Manager at Lengow, and this is...
And hi, this is Katarzyna. I educate our merchants on Allegro.
Yeah, thank you. But now I will switch off the camera so you can really fully concentrate on the presentation, and I will turn it on again for the questions. So let's start. Our webinar comes just at the right time because last week the news reported about Allegro. So Allegro entered the global top 10 biggest e-commerce websites worldwide. So that's really huge. And another important fact is that Allegro is the only company in this top 10 that operates only in Europe. So before we talk about Allegro in more detail, I have to quickly introduce Lengow and how Lengow works with Allegro. But I promise it will be very short because we always also have a lot of clients here, so it will be short. And then I will leave the stage to our friends of Allegro. So just a few words about Allegro, about Lengow. As you may know, Lengow is an e-commerce automation platform that helps brands and distributors improve their performance, automate their business processes, and grow internationally. The platform is the key to strong profitability and visibility for products sold by online retailers around the world on all distribution channels. So we have a lot of marketplaces like Allegro, comparison shopping engines, affiliate platforms, display retargeting, and social media. As you can see on the slide, since 2009, Lengow has integrated more than 1,600 partners into its solution to provide a powerful ecosystem to its 4,600 retailers and brands in 42 countries. So since 2009, Lengow has been working to help retailers launch their products on multiple channels without having to go through the arduous task of individually indexing their product listing ads for each new channel. So the platform centralizes the management of feeds, helping retailers to distribute, maintain, and increase the visibility of their products. So among some key benefits of Lengow, you have an improved conversion rate, also lower acquisition costs, a better product visibility, time saving, and more autonomy for the marketing teams, which can be very important in the e-commerce. Here you have a quick overview of some of our 4,600 clients. So you can see with which kind of retailers we work around the world. So it gives you a first impression. But now more to Lengow and Allegro and how you can very simple integrate Allegro with Lengow. So there are mainly three steps. First, you import your product catalog onto the Lengow platform. Then there you can optimize your data, especially for Allegro. And then finally send your optimized products on the Polish marketplace. The order management of the marketplace can then directly be found in the Lengow platform. So Lengow minimizes here the technical constraints that come with listing your products in Allegro, and lets you even create automatic optimization rules. The platform allows you to automate the importing of both products and offers. So Lengow welcomes all types of product catalogs and adapts them to suit Allegro's format. The intuitive interface helps you with category matching for Allegro, etc. If you want to know more about key elements to integrate onto Allegro, feel also free to download our guide for Allegro on our website. So it's under resources, guides and white papers, and then you find Sell on Allegro. So if you want, you can check it out. And if you want to integrate with Allegro after this webinar or short time after that, then simply contact my dear and kind colleague Anel. So you have some time to write down her email if you want. And if you are already a Lengow client, then it's very easy for you. You can get in contact with your account manager, and then he can do everything you need. So that was a very briefly overview about Lengow and Allegro, how to integrate. But now I give the floor to Katarina from Allegro. She will tell you everything else about the biggest marketplace in Poland, and I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adrian. Yeah, so for my part of the presentation, I would love to tell you first about the e-commerce market in Poland in general, and then I would like to go into Allegro specifically, so its position in Poland, and then some functionalities that you should probably know about before deciding to register. So let's start with e-commerce in Poland. Now here I would like to make a quick apology first. I didn't manage to get this particular data updated on time. So I'm very sorry that this is not 2019. As you can imagine, the figures there are higher. I've decided to leave this slide on the presentation purely because I still think it's impressive and I still think it is important for you to know. So without further ado, 9% of retail transactions in 2018 were done online. 9% does not seem like a lot, but if you look at the retail market value in Poland in general, it was actually 240 billion US dollars. So that 9% was 12.8 billion dollars. 6.2% of retail was done online. Again, that and the 9% may not seem that impressive, but what I think is really important here is the yearly forecast for growth. So for your traditional retail, the forecast is plus 5.7% per year. For online retail, though, it is 13.3% growth yearly. That is a big increase. And that is why I think now is the perfect time to get involved in that market in Poland specifically. When it comes to Polish consumers, I would like to give you some basic data. So the top 3 reasons why they shop online in general are price level, selection, and ability to return the product. These are pretty universal. I'd say that you could ask that customers in any country and you would probably get very similar results. What starts getting interesting is that 50% of people already use mobile to check if products are cheaper online. And 23% of our online buyers have purchased from foreign e-shops. Now, that could be higher, and that was also something that we looked at when we decided to open Allegro up to international sellers. So we wanted to look at the top 3 reasons why people decided not to buy from those foreign e-shops. And the first barrier that they encountered was actually language. That is also why our platform is in Polish. So that is a big thing that you need to remember. Then the second reason are issues with customer care. That, of course, ties into the first problem as well. And then product quality. So these are the three main things that we decided to focus on for our international sellers who would like to start buying on the platform. Now, we asked Polish customers what they usually buy, what products they buy in a year. And as you can see, mostly it's clothes and accessories, books, cosmetics, and electronics. This is not much out of the ordinary, but later I would like to show you a slide showing what Allegro customers buy the most and what we decided to do based on that data. Now, this is an interesting slide. We asked Polish customers about their spontaneous knowledge of marketplaces, and 80% of them recognized Allegro. Also, 80% of them, and this is what I was excited about when I found out, say that Allegro is their favorite shopping platform. Now, there are a lot of reasons for that. One of them is that we've been on the Polish market for 20 years now, which is a long, long time. But also, there are some things that Allegro does that I don't think any other platform can do. So one of the things that I love and that I think makes Allegro viable on the Polish market are, for example, the short videos, the short movies that we made based on Polish legends. They were really well received, and they're still one of the most watched videos for Poland in general. So that is exciting. We have Christmas ads that people absolutely love. I think my favorite is about a grandpa, a Polish grandpa trying to learn English. So we do a lot, and it really pays off because of that 80%. All right, more data for you. So the population of Poland is 38 million people, right now closer to 39. And we have 27.5 million internet users, and 60% of them reach Allegro. And like I said, we've had 20 years of growth. Here are some concrete numbers. So this is for 2019. We got 2.5 billion page views per month on the platform. We had a total of 130 million offers, and 15 million of them were new offers that were added last year. We also had 430 million items sold last year, which is about 1.2 million items sold every day. And those numbers just keep growing. Now, like I promised you, this is the slide where I would like to show you the most popular products that our customers bought. When you look at this slide, I think it is pretty easy to see that the biggest group, the group that buys the most frequently on the platform, is actually people who have families. Hence the set of toy blocks, dolls, and then of course diapers and clothes. So based on that, we decided to make a loyalty program that would reward those people even more, and of course bring more sales to the platform. And I would like to tell you about that and a little bit more on this slide. So here is why we think that Allegro is a good platform both for customers and for sellers. So from the customer side, we have best prices and selections. Now, that is not achieved simply because we have a lot of sellers and a lot of buyers, so the competition starts itself. Oh, I think we got to the wrong slide, maybe? Here we go. Okay, but we also have programs that are designed to keep those best prices and selections available for our buyers. So for example, we have a program called 0.5% commission that tells our sellers, hey, this is the list of products. that we are really missing on the platform. If you can sell them with us and if you can sell them for good prices, then of course you can get a much lower commission. So that is a benefit both for the buyers and for the sellers. Then we have the Smart Loyalty Program. Like I said, this is the program made for our most active customers. We wanted to make their life on the platform even easier and to reward them for that loyalty. So what that does is it is a monthly or yearly subscription that you can buy for not that much money. And then you can get free delivery for all the offers that you buy with Smart Enabled. It is getting more and more popular, and it is really something that is special about the platform. Also, of course, we have instant payments and financing to make everything as easy as possible. Bonus coins, which are things that buyers can collect to get discounts on their next purchase. A money back guarantee for purchases that we cover, that Allegro covers. And that is really important. We really want our buyers to feel safe on the platform. And of course, we have local content. So everything is in Polish on the platform. We also have a blog that is very current, that also talks about the things that are happening on the Polish market right now, so it is very relevant. As for the seller side, there is no listing fee and only a commission fee in most categories. Now, when I say most, it's very vague, but the listing fee actually is only enabled for categories such as cars, heavy machinery, or real estate. So something that not many sellers come to Allegro to sell in the first place. Then we have a wide range of promotional tools for merchants, and that is something that I would like to tell you more about. But just so you're aware, this is not even all of it. I have a separate webinar that I run for our beginner sellers that lasts for an hour, and that doesn't even cover all of it. Then we are also a trusted brand to overcome cross-border barriers for buyers. There are a lot of things that we do together with our tech team and our customer experience team to make everything as easy as possible. Right, so here are a few tools that can help you facilitate sales. So the first thing that is very important is the Super Seller Program. This is what I call an elite group of merchants on Allegro. They are really the most trusted merchants that we have. And if they have the Super Seller badge, if they qualify for the program, they get, of course, the badge, which our buyers know and love, and they really, really trust those super sellers. They get special programs, and they get priority support and higher position on the listing, which is very important. We've talked about bonus coins. They basically give buyers discounts for their next purchase. We actually have a special filter just for those coin offers that more and more people start using. We also have Allegro Ads, a platform that is performing excellently. I'll tell you a little bit more about it in just a second. But we have an option to have sponsored offers on the platform itself, but also on Google and Facebook. Then we have easy consumer finances, so you can offer 0% installments in your offers without having to worry, because you as a seller always get the full price for the product immediately. Then you can also get badges like promotion, sale, new product, etc., or Black Week during special campaigns. And of course, those can increase sales and attract more customer attention. Also, for any new business accounts, we have a welcome program that I highly recommend. So for 90 days, you basically get 33% off your sales commission, and you get to try out one of our core promotion options for free. But now I would like to tell you about our 3 most popular categories. It is important that you know what performs the best and what you can expect from those categories. So the category generating the most GMV right now on the platform is home and garden. As you can see, it gets 52 million visits monthly and 60 million users. When you look at the graph on the right, you can see that our recognition in this category still has a long way to go. So even with that, it is still performing the best, and we are doing everything that we can to focus on that recognition to make the category even stronger this year. A little bit more data for you. We have 27 million active offers on the category, and the most popular products there are bedding, mattresses, and lawnmowers. The next very popular category are electronics, I think to the surprise of no one. As you can see, 14 million visits and 14 million users monthly. And the shares in the category are pretty evenly spread between consumer electronics, mobile devices, and computers and consoles. In that category, we get 77 transactions per minute. We have 21 million active offers, and the most popular products are phone cases, smartphones, SSD disks, and vacuum cleaners. Now, the third biggest category on Allegro that we are really focusing on this year is our fashion category. So with fashion and shoes, we get 37 million visits monthly and 12 million users. Now, of course, the most popular category here is women's clothing, but I've seen a big increase in men's clothing too last year. On the graph on the right, as you can see, we have pretty strong competition compared to the other two categories. But that is also why our tech team is focusing on this category the most in 2020. Some more numbers. So here in fashion, we have 15.6 million active offers, 8.9 million accessories, and then our very popular products are also shoes, t-shirts, and women's dresses. Now, I've talked a lot about Allegro without even showing you how it looks. So I wanted to show you the main landing page. I know it looks very patriotic with all the flags and everything, but this screenshot was taken around our Independence Day, and I figured that it would be fun to leave it here. So what I wanted to indicate here is our category tree that I've highlighted on the left. And then at the top of the screenshot, you can see the search bar that I would like to tell you more about. What you can also see on the main page is, of course, that any campaigns that we're running are going to be shown on this main page. Any special deals, for example, for those smart loyalty program users, are also going to be shown on the main landing page. Now, this is a very important part. If you are used to selling on Amazon, for example, you are used to seeing a different structure. So when, as a buyer, I search for something on Allegro, I will see a list of individual offers from individual sellers. On Amazon, I believe it works differently. So if I wanted to find an iPhone 7 Plus, I would just click on the product page, and then I would see individual offers from the sellers. Here, what you can see from the start are those individual offers, which is why optimizing them is very important. A little bit more about our search engine. We are very proud of it because it's been optimized to the max. We get billions of searches monthly, and like I said, 2.6 billion page views per month. So it really has to work well for us to be happy with it. And because I think it's important, I wanted to show you the way it works, so what it actually looks at. So if, as a buyer, I would like to purchase a red dress from Allegro, the search engine is going to look at three main things. Of course, it's going to look at the offer title. So if anything has red dress in the title, it is going to be shown. But it also looks at the name of the category. So of course, it's going to look at the dresses here. And the most important thing, it's going to look at parameters. So if, as a seller, you fill out the color parameter and say that it's red, you don't even have to mention that the dress is red in the title. You don't have to write 100 keywords in the title for your offer to get seen by customers. We have parameters for that, so filling them out is extremely important, and it can really get your offer noticed by more people. Okay, so why am I telling you about the search engine? Because 41% of our customers only use that to look for an item that they're interested in. 37% of them use the category tree only, and 22% use a combination of both. So as you can see, 37% of people are maybe a little bit more indecisive, or they just want to browse a little bit more. So you also have to take that into account when creating your offer. A little bit more concrete info. So like I said, the language on the platform is Polish, and that of course applies to your offers. Now, Adrian and I talked a little bit about that, and I'm sure we'll get questions about translation services or any other services for cross-border transactions. We are actually launching our site with external providers who can help you with all of that on Allegro. I believe at the beginning of next week. So as soon as we have that, maybe I'll just send information to Adrian or someone else from the Lengow team so you can be informed about that. But the title has a 50-character limit. So the titles on Allegro are pretty short because we want to keep everything sleek and looking professional. They need to be in Polish, and of course, they can include keywords. But we do not like keyword manipulation, so saying that something is a hit or calling it a bag that is almost like Prada. We really want the buyers to find what they are looking for, and we do not like that keyword manipulation tactic. So offers that do manipulate keywords like that can get deleted. Also, the title of the offer cannot be changed after the first purchase. So before anyone purchases something, you can, of course, change the title if you made a mistake or you think something else would be better. The description, again, has to be in Polish, but you can add a lot of pictures to it. If you have a business account, it's up to 16. You cannot add seller logos, but you can add a brand logo to the gallery pictures if you sell, for example, an authentic Rolex watch. We recommend bullet points for the description just to keep everything looking uniform. And we do not allow external website, online store links because that would lead the buyer to purchasing something outside of the platform, which is, of course, not something that we would be too happy about. All right, so here is how an actual offer can look like on the platform. The first thing you see, of course, is the title, and then you can see the seller login. So as a buyer, I can then go straight to the seller page to see what the reviews are, what the seller's products are, etc. Then I can, of course, look at the description, which you can see in the top right. And like I said, you have a clear picture and then the description in bullet points. And then on the bottom left, you can see the parameters that I mentioned. So you can see parameters clearly on each offer, and that really helps our buyers make a more informed decision. Later, you also see tabs with opinions about the product. We have those in most categories now, again, to make sure that buyers know exactly what they are getting. We have information about delivery prices and methods, any warranty if the seller can provide it, complaint and refund rules, and information about the seller, which is where you can do a little bit of content marketing and really try to get people more interested in your store on Allegro. All right, I mentioned seller reviews. So as a buyer or as a seller, you can check reviews for each seller on the platform. They are very important. And as a buyer, After a transaction, I can give the whole transaction a thumbs up or thumbs down, and then I can rate 3 areas of that transaction. So compliance with description, customer service, and shipping costs. All of that is very important, not only to build buyer trust, but also because of the panel that you can see on the right here. This is the sales quality panel, a very important tool that is becoming more and more advanced as we keep working on it. But it has very useful info about how you are doing compared to other sellers on Allegro. So we rate you in a few areas. And what I think is amazing about this tool is that it gives you not only your rating, but it also gives you tips on how to improve. That level of sales quality is important to qualify for campaigns such as Black Week or the winter sale, to become a super seller, or to have your offers higher on the listing. If you would like to be higher on the listing, there are, of course, a lot of options to do that. So we talked about the super seller program. I wanted to show you what the badge looks like. We talked about coins. And again, you can see what they look like exactly on a particular offer. But we also have other promotion options that I haven't mentioned. So for example, distinction, highlight, and bold are our, I call them basic promotion options, which doesn't mean that they're worse, but they are something that you see from the start, even creating your first offer. So what distinction does is it gets your offer on the promoted offers list, which means that they are higher than any offers that do not have that option enabled. Highlight gives you that nice blue background that you can see because most offers are on a uniform white background. And then bold, as the name suggests, makes the title of your offer more visible. Also, I talked about logos and how you shouldn't have your seller logo on the in the main picture, but you can have this promotion tool enabled, and you can have your store logo visible on your offers in the list of offers. Ads is something that I'm always excited about. We have a separate tool to create sponsored ads and to create ad campaigns. It is pretty easy to use, but I also recommend it for more advanced sellers who can create their own campaigns based on certain keywords or on certain trends that they can check in the tool. For our beginner sellers, we also have Ads Express, which basically is our algorithm choosing the best offers for sponsoring them. So you don't even have to worry about choosing the best ones if you don't want to. Here you can see a listing with the first 2 offers using Allegro ads. So as you can see, they are sponsored offers. And then the promoted offers using the basic distinction promotion option. Our sponsored ads, sponsored offers using Allegro ads will be always visible in the best spots on Allegro, the ones that we know are clicked the most. And from the panel, you can also control where you want your offers to be exactly from those places that we've identified for you. The last thing that I would like to tell you about when it comes to being more visible on the platform is our deal zone. So this is where our buyers go if they want to find the best deals on the platform. Here you can get special badges and special benefits for being in the deal zone. We have daily deals, we have special campaigns, anything, like I said, like Black Week, like the winter sale will happen on the deal zone. Now, if all of that sounds interesting and you would like to know a little bit more on how to start, of course, I would recommend connecting to Allegro through Lengow. But even doing that, you will need to get some documents prepared. So here's a link to our landing page that should help you get started. You can learn more about our registration process. You can learn more about the documents that we require. So I would really suggest that you take a look and make sure that you know what is needed, so later you can come to Lengow prepared. This last slide is a list of documents that we require. I put it here for informational value. We're not going to go through all of them, of course. What I wanted to highlight here is that most of the documents are not really that out of the ordinary. Some of them you'll have already. Some of them are pretty easy to fill out. What I know people have problems with sometimes are certified translations. We require them to be quite new, so from the last 4 months. So if you have an older one lying around, I'm sorry, but you will have to get a more updated one. But that is actually all that I prepared for you. Thank you very much for listening. And I guess we'll get to questions now, right?
Yeah, right. Thank you very much for your insights about Allegro. I know that we had some technical issues at the beginning, so sorry for that, but then everything was good. So we already get some questions during your presentation. Maybe you can have a look too, Katerina, on the questions side.
Okay, so
for example, there was one question. I would like to know if Allegro shipped to Turkey and Morocco.
Could you point me to that question? If Allegro ships from Turkey or to Turkey?
To Turkey and Morocco.
To Turkey and Morocco? I do not believe so. For now, Allegro is opening up very much to international sellers, but we are still not that ready for international buyers. Of course, you can talk to the sellers on the platform, and maybe you will find a way to get that transported to Turkey or Morocco. But for now, we are focusing on the international sellers.
Okay, thank you. Then there was another question here. As you can see also, is the title the only content indexed for search engine purposes, or bullets are considered too? Yeah.
Right. So as a buyer, you can also choose to search in the description of the offers, but that is not the default. The default search engine will look at the title, but also those parameters that I talked about. So they are actually the most important part, and this is what I like to talk about the most. Because filling out those parameters, we have some obligatory ones that you will have to fill out to list an offer, but there are also optional ones. So having them filled out can really help you, so you don't have to put all those keywords in the title itself.
Okay, thank you. Another one then above, what tool do you use for the brands to create the ads on their own?
So we have an Allegro Ads platform. I don't think I included the link, but it is pretty easy to find. If you just Google Allegro Ads, I'm sure you'll find it. It is fully integrated with Allegro. It is our own tool. So there you'll see how you can plan your campaign. We'll give you some help with that, but you can also choose the offers yourself. So you have a lot of options, and you can generate all those ads, whether on the platform or on Facebook or Google by yourself. We also have our support team just for ads, so you don't have to worry if you're not sure about something. You can always ask them.
Okay. And the same person also asked, do you cooperate with any external companies to help the brands with VAT registration?
With VAT registration, I am not sure about that. I know we are going to have that external partner site up at the beginning of next week. So I can either get back to you then, or if you would like to just take a look at it, I'm sure you'll find the answer.
Then what is the average return rate for purchases from Allegro?
Oh, that is a very good question, but I do not have data on that. I would have to look for it. It is not very high, mostly because we have a lot of recognition, but we also have buyers who I would say know what they're doing. So those purchase on Allegro are safe for both sides. I will look into that though. That is very interesting.
Okay. Then an important question about the customer service. Can we offer customer service in English, or should it be mandatory to do so in Polish?
Yeah, so this is important. We do want customer service on Allegro to be in Polish. What our tech team is working on right now is actually a pretty neat tool that translates comments and messages from buyers and from sellers from different languages to Polish and vice versa. So right now with comments, it's still a test, but it's going to be live very soon. You can see a comment that or a message that a buyer left in Polish. It will get translated automatically, and then if you reply in English or in any other language that we support, the buyer will be able to translate that into Polish. So, of course, it's better to have either an external company working with you or have a Polish-speaking person in your customer service team. But we do have tech tools that will help you with that very soon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we had also which payment methods are accepted on Allegro.
So for buyers, we have quick payments available or traditional transfers, which are not very popular. We work mostly with PayU, and that is so when you register an account, you get a PayU e-wallet that Allegro creates for you, and that is where most of the funds are stored.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then also another question about the translation. Can you elaborate on translation services for foreign sellers? Or
Yeah, of course. So again, all the companies that have been vetted by Allegro will be on our external provider site. I believe on Tuesday, but I don't want to promise that just in case we have a slight delay. So we do have, from what I believe, 3 companies right now that will be on the website that you can reach out to about Allegro. But of course, we are going to grow that list for you.
Okay, super. Yeah, maybe because there are a lot of questions, as you can see. Maybe you can.
I don't even know where you are, Adrian. There are so many. I am completely lost, I have to tell you.
Yeah, because maybe we can also get in contact after this webinar for deeper questions.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe you can pick some others. I let you choose. I mean, the important thing is that you read the question before answering, but you may have a look and choose because.
Okay, so I see a question from Richard. Can a seller be successful selling and dispatching on Allegro from outside of Poland? Yes, that is exactly what the team that I am in is actually focusing on. So we have a special team for international sellers, both account managers and customer experience people, and a dedicated tech team that makes sure that you can be successful on Allegro even if you are not selling from Poland. So I also run webinars every month on how to start on Allegro. So even if you do need a little bit of help in the beginning, I'm always happy to help with that. And then the next question that I see is from Nico. They have 2 questions. So, are Polish customers keen in buying German quality products? Yes, I cannot speak for all of them, of course, but like I told Richard in my previous answer, we have a lot of customers who do want to buy from foreign stores. They are just a little bit intimidated, is what I would say. So they are very much interested. It's just that we want them to do it through Allegro so it can be easier for them. All right, and the second question is, can Allegro support sellers with market research, local support, translation to enter the market? Yes, like I said, so we have that external provider list that we'll have up next week. When it comes to market research and everything, we also have a tool called Trade Analytics, which is specifically for Allegro. And if you would like to get statistics about your competition on the platform or what the trends are when it comes to keywords or anything like that, you can use that tool. If you use that welcome program that I mentioned for any new business account, you can use the tool for free for the first 3 months, the basic version of it. And we are planning to even maybe give out the advanced version in the future. The next question I see, are there extra trainings available from Allegro to be a more effective seller? Yes. If you enjoyed me talking at all, then you'll be happy to know that I am the one running them. If not, then I am very sorry. For now, I am the person taking care of those trainings. They are monthly. We have 5 basic webinars that I run every month. And then if there's any news or if there's any interesting tool or thing that I would like to tell you about, then we have those special webinars too. And we inform our sellers either by email or there is a place on the site where you can see those trainings. Okay, so many questions. Thomas asks, hi, we built to order Danish design furniture, so our delivery time is 8 to 12 weeks. Can your platform handle this long delivery time? Yes, we have a whole furniture category. And we also, of course, have our sales team and our account managers who take care of that category. And from what I know, there is a lot of sellers who make their own handmade furniture on the platform already. And our buyers in this particular category are well aware that they have to wait a little bit longer for something that is designed by the seller. Regarding payment, Allegro works as Amazon, as platform for us to sell, so we will invoice final customer. Yes, you are right, Esther. We do not give out invoices to our to buyers on Allegro. If you can, as a seller, you can issue invoices, but you don't have to. That is optional. I would say it is important, especially with more expensive products, of course. But we give invoices to our sellers. So you can see how much you need to pay for example, commission costs every month. But as for buyer invoices, that is up to you. How do you solve logistics? I think we talked about that a little bit already. Our Allegro webinars run in English. Yes, we have our basic webinars in Polish for Polish sellers, but right now I also run English webinars, and we even are thinking about having them in other languages maybe next quarter. Adrian, do you think I got through most of them?
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe we forgot some questions, but there were so many. I'm impressed by all your questions, really. It's amazing. I hope that we answered everything. I don't see here any other questions, I guess. Or we forgot one, but I hope not.
I hope so too. If I did forget something and someone reaches out to maybe your support team or anyone who takes care of that, please be sure to let me know, Adrian, and I'll be happy to answer.
Yeah, of course, we work closely together. So if you have any questions, don't feel free to come back to us. And of course, there will be a replay available of the webinars. If you want to rewatch it, we will send it per mail. And even if you're interested in the presentation, just get in contact with us, and everything will be fine. So again, thank you very much for this really interesting webinar.
Thank you so much for having me.
And yes, so really thank you, and I hope we answered every question. And yes, so see you at the next webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.